Hey everybody, it's Rita, and thanks for coming to my channel today. In today's video, I have an acrylic poured painting that I did about a year and a half ago on a little 6" by 6" canvas. It was the first time that I had tried the reverse dip method, and unfortunately, things did not go well. I had not one, not two, but 3 complete failures on this little canvas, and I'm hoping that the end result is at least okay, because it was rough to get there. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and thanks for watching. For my very first attempt at the reverse dip method, I'm using white, Dioxazine Purple, Aqua, and copper. This is a great consistency for acrylic poured paintings. Unfortunately, my white was much too thick this day, as you can clearly see. So this started the beginning of the end as far as I'm concerned, because I was having a rough day. Nothing really worked out, as you will see in a few minutes. Right now I'm just going to do a swirl pattern with the purple, the copper, and then the aqua. You'll notice here that I don't actually have enough paint to make this work, which is why I'm going so slowly to try to get every last drop out of each cup. Since I didn't have enough copper paint, I had to quickly mix some more up and add it here. And now I'm going to add the aqua color. Clearly I don't have enough of the aqua either, which is why I had to mix more of that as well and add it here. Now I'm putting a damp paper towel over the whole painting, and I'm going to very gently pat it down before I pull it up. Now I'm going to pull it up by each of the 4 corners and then each of the other areas as well. And honestly, I actually like how this turned out. However, I had so much paint, it was so thick in the center of the canvas, that I knew I wasn't going to be able to leave it alone, because otherwise it would crack, I'm sure, when it dried. But I wish I had stopped there. And here I am so desperately trying to get the paint to go over the edges. I am shaking it and tipping it completely vertically because it was not moving. The paint was much too thick. And I should have known I was in trouble at this point, but I consider that the first fail of this particular try. So I had to remix some of the white and put it around the edges, because I was still trying to get the colored paint to come off the edges and go over the sides. And honestly, it's easy to see that didn't work. But I kept trying. I was so desperate at this point, I thought, well, maybe if I would just blow it, it would help. And clearly that is not working. I mean, come on, we all know this looks terrible. But I just kept going because I'm not a quitter. I tried to do a swipe here and that didn't work either. So then I thought I would take the damp paper towel that still had a lot of paint on it, put it back on the canvas, put the white around the edges to try to get the paint to move. But when I pull it up, that is an absolute mess. So I decided that's the second fail, so I scraped it all off. Here we go again with another round of white. And I'm going to start over. I'm going to use the copper again and the purple, and I'm going to try some light green permanent here. So I had to torch those air bubbles out of my white, and I'm sticking with the same swirl pattern here with the purple and the green and the copper. And for some reason I added more white. This was a big mistake. Damp paper towel, and I put it down and I'm pulling it gently up by the corners here. And I'm so nervous at this point. Right away, I loved it. I thought this was beautiful. And when I torched it, look at those cells popping up. This was one of those moments where I wish someone would have been standing next to me to tell me to leave it alone. But unfortunately, I was all by myself. So there I was looking at this, loving it. However, I should have stopped here, but I didn't, because I think the paint was really thick again in the center of the canvas. Plus, for some reason, I was determined to get these colors to go off the edges, at least to a certain degree. So yes, the paint is moving more than it did the first round, but I am trying way too hard to get this to move. And if nothing else, I should have stopped here, because look at some of these beautiful cells. I think this is gorgeous. But I wasn't happy with that, so I kept tipping it. And I kept tipping it, and look what I ended up with this time. That is super ugly. And that's my third fail. So at this point I thought, well, it's a total loss anyway. I thought I would just start to blow it. And I worked it and I torched it, and some cells came up again. So I was fortunate in that regard. And at this point, I think it's okay. I don't think I love it as much as what we saw in the center of this video, but it's not bad for how it turned out. Would I do it again? Would I do it differently? Absolutely. But this is the final product. I did finally leave it alone. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.